Hi everyone, this is Janaea, and today I just wanted to hop on here and share a junk journal that I made for a gratitude swap that Pink Crafty Cottage is hosting, and that's Mandy, and she was hosting the swap on her Facebook group, and it was just a swap to exchange things with one other person that are gratitude themed for the gratitude journaling coming in November. Mandy is hosting an event through November that is based around the gratitude journaling. I decided to make my partner a junk journal, and I've only made one other ring bound junk journal previously, and that was the one that I made for the Christmas in July collab I did. But this time I made it different. It's not made out of a card. It's actually, I was trying to figure out the 6x6 sheets. I had some that were really, I liked the images on them. So I wanted to figure out how to incorporate those, because typically I feel like those sheets are harder to use. So I decided to make a 6x6 journal, and I did use those sheets throughout and for the cover and the back cover as well. So for this one, I have one of those 6x6 cutouts, and I did glossy accents on the mushrooms and the leaves on the cover. And then I added this, was a cut apart from the collection. I can't remember the name of the collections that I used, but they are some of the fall collections from Michael's last year. This was a cut apart, and then these are some water droplets. I think that's what they're called, but they have an orange tint to them. And I got those from a stash that Denise was having. And then here is a flower. This is from one of Rhoda's kits. Rhoda is Happy Little Corner on Instagram, and I believe this was a piece from the Gather kit, and I just thought that it worked nicely with the cut apart. And then I just have some raffia that I tied into a bow and put on the front, some trim and some corners. And here I made just a little charm, and I used a piece that I was gifted. I was gifted this heart by Charlie, and I just wrapped some of that thin wire you can get at Dollar Tree around it. And then I have some mittens because it starts getting chilly in fall, some little pine cone charms, and Wendy, she's Glued with Love on Instagram. She actually, in one of Ara's Zooms, Ara's the Paper Treasury, she taught me how to make one of these tulle charms, and they're really easy and fun to make, but this one just reminded me of a pumpkin, so I added that on there, and I think that looks cute. And there's some trim on the ring here, and I will just flip through quickly. Sorry, it's already long, the video. So I decided to do pockets that are clear. So these I was actually gifted by Dee Dee, and they are the clear sticker pockets that I believe are found at Target, or at least previously were. And I've just put some cut aparts in those, but I liked that it was clear so that you can still see the cute image of that 6x6 cut apart there. And then I have some of these leaves, again from last year from Dollar Tree. They are felt, and I thought it would be fun to add some texture to the journal that way. This is an art printable that is from Little Bindi, and that's Johanna, I believe. I'm having a mental, I can't remember, but yeah, Johanna. And this is one of the art prints. It came with 4 that are little drawings of babies in different seasons, and I just absolutely love this one for fall. I actually have all 4 throughout because they're so adorable, and I resized them to be smaller to fit within the journal, and I just love adding these. And then here is this is a playing card that was with some of my grandma's stuff. It looks like it was just from a restaurant, but the colors screamed fall to me. And then another 6x6 with some ruffle trim. This fabric is from Julie, and I will link her Instagram shop down below. She sells the most beautiful fabrics, and this fabric in particular ruffled so well. I don't think I've had any fabric ruffle quite this well. She is actually my swap partner too, which is funny. So some of her own fabric is coming back to her. And then I just added with this ball safety pin, garment safety pin. And then I put a little bell on it that matched. I just thought that was cute. And throughout I've just made some paper clips by attaching some different trims. And this is just an index card that I did the memory dex punch with. I just like the way that looks in journals. And here's some vellum I got from Denise's Destash as well. Destash, sorry. Words are getting harder lately. And another index card. This is just some baking paper, and I put some hole reinforcers on there just because it is a little bit delicate. And I made this into a pocket here. I've made some tags throughout and then added some cut aparts throughout as well. Another felt leaf and another one of those infants and seasonal infants in from Little Bendy. And I just added some trim on this one. And this is another 6x6 cut apart, and I have added a lot of this ruffled ribbon, and this was actually from Dollar Tree last year too. I just ruffled a bunch of it, and I like the way that it looks in the journal, especially with all of the gold edges. So that will be throughout as well. There are 2 different prints of that ruffle. And I will just kind of flip through fairly quickly here because I know this is already longer than most of my videos. Sorry about that. I thought this would be cute. It's a little note pad piece, and I just have a little bit of stitching on there. And this is a card. I actually got these at a thrift store a really long time ago before I was making junk journals because I loved the vintage imagery. But now I decided I was going to give up using them as cards and put them in journals because the images are just so cool. And that green said fall to me. And here is just a little bag that I put a sticker that says be grateful there. And it has a couple little, just some little bits in there. Yeah, these are some pieces I've had for a while, but I thought they might be fun for journaling, and they all look pretty fall-like to me. And then here I have another paper clip that I made, and I won't take this off, but it just has a few bits in there. It has some of the stamp stickers that I have, and yeah, there's some other little goodies in there. Another felt leaf, some tickets here. I think I got these at Target Dollar Spot last year. And yeah, I just think they're perfect for fall. And this is another card that I actually found with my grandma's things. And it's funny because I have an old sewing table from her, and there were a bunch of playing cards in a drawer in the sewing table. So it worked out perfectly because the ones that really do look vintage, and this one has a really pretty green that's just perfect for fall or even Christmas too. So I will definitely get lots of use out of those. But I added a couple in here. And here is another one of those little seasonal baby images. I can't remember the exact name of the digital, but again, from Little Bendy with some of that ruffle trim. And I just love the way that ruffled up. And this one ruffled pretty well too. And I have another one of the first cards that I showed you. And on this garment safety pin, I have a little bow charm. And this is also fabric from Julie. I've ruffled that and added it. Here are more of those tickets. Another felt leaf and another playing card. I just love those green playing cards. And here is a variety of 3 different sizes of tags I've just put in that pocket there. Oops. That one doesn't want to stay in there. And this is the last little seasonal baby. And I just thought those were so cute to add. And this is some chunky yarn I found at Dollar Tree. I just put that on a paper clip and tied it in a bow. And there is the other, the set of cards I got came with 2 decks. So one of them was green and one of them was this orange. And they're both perfect colors for a fall journal. So I think I'll be adding some of those and some of the green playing cards in my journal when I make that, hopefully. I plan to make it. And then there is that. And I have added on the back, I love adding ribbons. And usually I use some paper for the ribbon part. And again, this rosette is from one of Rhoda's kits. And I have just added some sari trims on there. I love how fall these colors are. Usually I add paper, but I really like the sari trim as the ribbon part. And I just have it attached with one of those bulldog clips that I've wrapped some sari, or tied some sari on. And again, a clear pocket. And added 2 cut-aparts. Oops. Sorry, bear with me. And then I have just the back of the journal there. And I thought it would be fun just to kind of leave that a little more plain. And that is the journal that I made for my swap partner. It was fun to make, and it was fun to make a ring bound that I got to spend a little more time on and put a little more thought into. And I definitely want to do a ring bound journal again. They're a lot different than doing a binding, that's for sure. And then I'll just kind of show, so I have this little package with some goodies in it, and I've just clipped some tickets to it and added another playing card that was with my grandma's things. And then here I've just done super simple bag toppers. I'm not the best at packaging, but I tried to make it look, you know, decent. And there's a little clothespin there that says thankful. And this is some washi, but it is on like a clear backing. So I just cut a strip of that and added it on top of the coffee dyed doily. And there's a little scavenger hunt sheet. I thought she could add that in her journal if she chooses to. That's also why ring bound is fun, because the person who receives it can add or take things out. And some leaves there. I actually got both of those things in Rebecca Hoot Swap last year. And then there are these. These are from Dollar Tree last year. I haven't been able to get to the stores this year, so I'm glad that I had some extras of some things. Here is some acorn washi. And then here are some little enamel dots, or not enamel, I don't know what you would call them. But I thought those would be fun for journaling. And there is some extra of the ribbon trim here, ribbon ruffles, and a little clothespin with a pumpkin on it. And here is, these are leaves that I was going to add, and I just thought I would use those as a bag topper with attached with a little bulldog clip that again has some sari wrapped in, well, tied in a bow around the top of it. And then I have here, this pouch was actually made by Crafting with Liller. And inside of it, I've stuffed it with, I just thought I would pass that along now. And inside of there, let's do this. So you can see it's a bunch of different papers and doilies and like different receipt or checks. I don't know what to call them, but little slips that she can use for her journaling. And there's a little sign in there too. And in the back, there's some stickers that didn't fit in the pocket, but they're just on the back there. And then this is I made this little, I don't know what you would call this, file folder. And I've added in there some cut-aparts and some flashcards. I had from last year, again, at Dollar Tree, some Winnie the Pooh flashcards. And those always just scream fall to me, because I feel like a lot of the Winnie the Pooh stuff takes place in fall. There's a lot of leaves and fall colors. And yeah, there's some cut-aparts and some other fun goodies for journaling in there. And I just attached this little flower, because I thought that she could reuse that if she wanted. And it just made it look not so plain. And then I have in here, these are some rosettes, and these ones I believe Crafting with Liller made, and some of them I might have made. I can't remember exactly all that's in there. But then it has the clothespin that says home equals, and it has a heart, some more tickets, and another card from my grandmother's cards. And then I have here, this was actually an empty, it had some sewing thread on it. And I've just wrapped some of the pumpkin ruffle trim around that. And then I tied some sari around it to keep it secure. And I thought that would be fun if she wants to add more trim to her journal or wherever. And here is a pen. And it has a refill there for the ink. And it just is one of the ones with the diamond on top. And it's rose gold, which I thought was fall-like. And here are some straws. I know that the brooms are more so Halloween, but I thought if she wanted to make some for Halloween, or also there's tons of other things you could do with a straw, like make a banner or something like that. But also, I thought you could make some like really autumn looking brooms, and that could be super cute for just the fall season as well. And then I got this awesome idea from, this is from Kristin, and she had the idea, she went live in Pink Crafty Cottage on the Facebook page there, and she was showing ideas for the swap, and she said she uses these plastic embroidery floss like holders as washi samples, and then puts just a ring around them. So I bought some on Amazon, and I thought it would be fun. I have some fall trims in here, and I wanted to add some of the like just plain ones to go with whatever. They don't necessarily go together, but I wanted her to have a variety of different fall prints. So yeah, just a little washi sampler there. And then the last thing is this. This was a container that held some different Halloween sequins, but I actually emptied those into my storage container, and I added some fall colored, they're fall colored little bling jewels. I can't think of what they're called, like gems. And then on top, this is a rosette that I was gifted from Charlie, Minty Crafts by Charlie, on Instagram. And I just decorated that with a heart, and then I added a bow, another little heart, and a gem. I just thought those were kind of fun to repurpose in that way. So I think that is it. Now I just need to package this up and send it off. This was a fun swap to do, mainly because I really love fall. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day and are staying safe and well, and I'll see you in the next one.